Hey there, what's going on? Joe Kalis, and coming to you with some training and just a conversation about the coolest thing in the world these days, and that is AI. Everybody is talking about it. I am absolutely 150 million% not an expert in AI. I am just a guy who has built and grown businesses. I'm a realtor. I help out at the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a business guy. I'm a networker guy. Very resourceful, and I'm the sort of guy that will take the opportunity to jump on emerging trends and technology. And I got so sick of people talking about AI that I had to figure it out. And I'm not saying that I figured it out. I'm just here to say that there's some things that I have figured out that have been incredibly helpful to me. And through a conversation recently with a group of realtors, there's a need in the real estate world to learn how to use AI, but not depersonalize yourself, right? Real estate is all about the personal relationship and value and everything that you can bring for people. The concern is that AI and any technology, social media, etc., will depersonalize that relationship and make realtors obsolete. Now, I'm here to say that it will not. And my contention was that, much like the internet and social media after it, people said, well, that thing isn't going to work. It's not like people literally said the internet wasn't going to work. People literally said Facebook wasn't going to work. People are literally saying AI is not going to work. That's just not true. It's here. It's only going to get bigger and better. It's going to change the way that life is done. There are many, many, many smart people that have said that. I'll just leave it at that. AI is not going anywhere. It's only going to get more ingrained and integrated into your life in different ways. So you cannot like it, but it's just how it is. It's just like the internet, just like social media. You may not like those things. You may, be using smoke signals and your landline phone still, but the fact is that everybody's got the internet on their cordless phones that shoots, lasers to the satellites, and we get mad at those things for not coming down fast enough. Like, that's the world we live in, and AI is the next step in that trajectory. So I'm not going to go into that. You can talk to Gary Vee about that, or any of the other people that project oncoming, incoming, life-changing, society-changing technologies, but every one of them is saying that AI is the next thing, and it's here. So that caveat aside, I'm not an expert. It is coming. How can you use it in your business? I'm going to talk from the perspective of a realtor, but this is not necessarily specific to realtors. It's not specific to business owners either, really, necessarily. But so I'm going to show you a few things that I've learned, just a glimpse of it, right? So there's some products, a community that I've bought into. It's a course, essentially. I bought a course, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that. And if you want to get access to that community and that course to teach you the basics of AI prompting, then it'll make sense when I explain it. But then there's a next level. It's kind of like a college, when you go in with 100 level basic entry stuff, and then you go up to 200 level and 300. I have 100 level, 200, 300 level that I've determined so far. I know there's actually way more out there that I haven't even touched. I've just dipped my toe, and there's actually way more, and it's actually kind of freaky. I might be one of those guys that says AI is scary, it's taking over, robots, what is this doing to our world? Yeah, that's a fact. I'm not denying the fact that it's kind of creepy, it's kind of scary. There are other tools that I'm aware of that I have not looked into yet that I'm equally as fascinated and excited about as I am scared. I'm just scared out of my mind that, like, oh my God, I cannot believe they actually can do that now. It's ridiculous. Not going to get into that, but I'm going to show you 100 level, 200, and 300 that I know of, and I will mention 400 and 500 level sort of stuff that I've not actually gone into, but I know a lot of people have, and it's very cool capability, a little creepy, right? So with that being said, most people and your what am I showing here? Okay, so most people, I was just realizing you're seeing the screen that I'm sharing up top here. So this is ChatGPT, right? Everyone says AI, ChatGPT. You use those words, you hear those words. What does it mean? What can I do? What should I do? Should I know about it? Should I not? This is ChatGPT, right? It's chat.openai. OpenAI is the platform that built ChatGPT. It's a language engine. It's one of a few different languages, and I don't even really know all about this. This is where I'm definitely not an expert, but ChatGPT is one of the languages that AI speaks in, and there's other engines, there's other softwares, but most people use ChatGPT, and this is it. It's very simple. You can start a new chat. I can start a new chat right now. You can start as many as you want, but as I am a real estate agent, I have just put in basic stuff in here. This is me getting posts for my Google profile, my Google business profile. I'm posting pictures and videos and posts on my Google business profile so that when people search realtor in Livingston, Tennessee, my name will come up. So I'm asking ChatGPT to write these things for me. So I'm cutting and pasting the listing description of a house that I sold to a family in California and giving a little bit of a story to it. So I'm just, with no strategy whatsoever, really, I said, please, here's what I said. I'm a real estate agent in Tennessee. I'm giving it some context, right? So 100 level of ChatGPT or AI in general is you open up ChatGPT and you tell it to do stuff, right? Everybody is doing that. You're using it to write if you're the best man in a wedding and you have to write a speech, tell hey, ChatGPT, write me a funny speech for my brother. I'm the best man at his wedding. Like, that's the most basic stuff. I've heard all kinds of examples of things that we're doing here at the chamber. We are using ChatGPT to write posts about our business of the day. So we're plugging in some information about these businesses and saying, hey, can you write a Facebook post to honor and promote this local chamber business, right? So we're using that at the chamber here. I can use it at my house. I use it for math equations and real estate calculations and anything that is simple that I can just put in and say, hey, ChatGPT, tell me this, do this for me, blah, blah, blah. But that's 100 level because it has zero context, right? I just told it in here, if you can see my screen, I am a real estate agent in Tennessee. So this is me prompting it with context. So most people are just puking stuff in here saying, hey, write me a 10-page paper because I'm in the social studies class and I need a paper, right? There's no context of whatsoever who you are, what class you're in, yada, yada. So the best man speech, like, ChatGPT doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know who your brother is. It's he or she. I don't know what ChatGPT, whatever the robot is. They don't know anything about your family. They don't know when the wedding is. They don't know where the wedding is. They don't know what your brother likes. They don't know, all the stories between you and your brother back in the day. So it has no context. So if you said, write me a funny best man speech for my brother's wedding, it would do something, but it has zero context, right? That's 100 level, where ChatGPT will puke something out and you'll watch it writing. It's really fun. And it's pretty awesome. Like, you ask it to do something and unlike, our kids, it actually listens and does what you tell it to do, right? So it's amazing, and it's usually pretty good. 100 level with no context, very good. It's kind of creepy how good it is usually. Or you can think it's not very good and say, hey, that was fine, but I would like it more in a playful tone or more of an authoritative tone. You can tell it that you didn't like it and switch it in this way, or just change this out, add this. You can tell it to do whatever you want, like a rented mule, right? Like, it's an employee that does whatever you tell them to do with a smile on their face. ChatGPT is there for you, right? But again, it has no idea who I am and has no idea who my real estate clients are, who your brother is at the wedding. It has no idea about anything if you don't tell it. So 200 level is prompting, right? So learning about prompt engineering. And I kept seeing that buzzword and I was so frustrated because I was too busy to understand what that meant and learn about it. And all my smart friends that I trust and love and just my marketing mentors are like, prompt engineering, prompts. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? I had no clue what they were talking about. And until I learned that, I got it, right? A prompt is just telling ChatGPT what you are because it remembers, right? So it remembers everything you do. Sometimes you have to remind it. But here it says, I am a real estate agent in Tennessee. So this is me telling ChatGPT a little bit about myself so that it has context when I ask it for something to do something, right? I'm a real estate agent in Tennessee, and I will be posting updates to my Google business profile promoting the houses I sell. I need a 1,500 character, because that's the limit that Google gives me, character post update written for each property I sell. If I provide you with a listing description of each property, could you help me write these 1,500 character post updates to Google? I'm asking it, can you do this? Do you understand? Of course, I'd be happy to write a 1,500 character post. So then I put in this prompt with the listing description, and I say that I sold this house in Livingston, Tennessee, write with a fun and playful tone. So it wrote all this stuff. I cut and pasted this into a Word doc, and it's more than 1,500 characters. So I said, this post is a great start, but I need 2 modifications. It needs to be less than 1,500 total characters. This house was listed, and I sold it to one of my customers. You have to be very specific. This was a buyer customer. ChatGPT does not know if it's a listing or a buyer in real estate, right? So you have to be industry specific, telling it exactly. Don't assume that it knows anything. You have to give it to context with prompting, prompt engineering, right? So that's where it is. You teach it what you are, what you want, what you're about, what your tone is, how you want it to come across, and it will get better and better and better and better. Every time it makes a correction for you, it banks that knowledge, and it builds on itself. The update post for Google needs to talk about how excited we are that my buyer client, there I specified, was able to buy the house and gets to start their new life there. Do you understand? Certainly. I apologize for it's so nice. They're so kind, ChatGPT. It just apologized to me, unlike our kids. I'll make the necessary modifications to make a post under 1,500 characters. Does all this, makes the things, changes the tone, and I say, I love this post, but 2 more updates need to incorporate. My buyer clients who bought this house are from California, are so excited to now live in Tennessee, enjoy the freedoms the state offers. So I'm telling it specifically about my buyer customer, like who they are, what they represent, why they moved from California to Tennessee, and once again, it was over 1,500 characters, like a stubborn mule. So I moved it to 1,400. Absolutely, I understand your request. I'll incorporate and do it under 14, blah, 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 does it again. So I start yelling at it now. This is the 3rd time you've provided a post that exceeds 1,500 characters. I'm not sure you understand what I'm asking for. Could you please shorten this post so that it is less than 1,500 characters? Apologies for the previous oversight. Here's a revised version, and then it tells me how many characters it was. There we go. Hello. So I like that. I cut and pasted it. It's on my Google business profile. You can go see it now. Hello. I'd like a few more descriptions, but I've further thought about more context. How can I feed it more context? Prompt engineering, right? So in every post that I ask for, I'm going to give an overall description of the house that was sold with cut and pasting the listing description. If I worked with a buyer seller, I will tell you if it was a buyer seller, where they were from when they moved to Tennessee, or where they're going when they sell, and my favorite part of working with them. So does this help you understand the type of posts that I want to have written with a length no more? I don't know if caps work, so I was like yelling at them at ChatGPT. No more than 1,500 characters. Yes, this information provides clear. So I did a bunch more posts, right? So this is prompt engineering. This is going from 100 level to 200 level. Actually, you're not quite at 200 level. I guess prompt engineering would be 200, but there is a formula that I bought into through Jeff J. Hunter, the Savage Marketer. He's got all kinds of different brands that he represents now, but he's got this Facebook group. Hopefully it will load. There we go. 6 steps to using AI. This is the AI Persona Builders group. It's a paid group to increase profits, reduce overhead, and free your time. Jeff is a buddy of mine. Brilliant dude, brilliant marketer, savage marketer. He has this AI persona. He's big into crypto stuff. Well, he was kind of taking a pause because that market went to crap. As far as I know, I don't know what he's doing there, but he's an innovator. He sees trends and he jumps on them, and he's like voracious about studying and talking to other people and getting context and putting out a product that teaches you about the latest and greatest technology in the marketing space. And I absolutely love him as a friend. I actually love his mind as a business owner. But the proven method to unlock the power of AI in your business and do damn near anything, right? So limitless power with AI once you lock it in. And he is an outsourcing guy. He's got an outsourcing business, and he's all about freeing up your time so that you can do other more important things. So you can get a part of this group if you'd like. I don't know what the pricing is right now. I know what I paid, but I was on a promo for a beta group, and I need to find out about it. But this group will get you this document. I'm just going to show you one of 16 prompts that is basically the course that he sells. Oh no. It's a bigger screen, so hang on. I don't want to show you behind the curtain yet. Okay, I'm back live on the air. I switched my monitors, so it was a bigger monitor and it showed more. So anyway, I'm not going to show you all the prompts because that's a paid product. I paid money for it. Jeff sells it, and this is not a free thing. Having access to this group is very powerful. All of these people are stupid, smart people. I mean, I'm telling you, the questions and the businesses that these people run are incredible. How many members are there? Oops. Well, I guess I'll follow Brandon Smotherman. 210 members right now. I think he capped it at 200, but he gave me permission to let people in if you're interested, so let me know about that. But he basically created this persona method, and there's a builder form where you just cut and paste answers to the prompt questions that he has come up with that is absolutely brilliant. So this is the 200 level I'm talking about. 100 level is you just using ChatGPT versus the people that aren't. Prompt engineering and getting really good at that is part of the 100 level, but this is kind of 200 level stuff where you are specifically, strategically putting together prompts that are very, very, very smart and very, very, like he did so much split testing on this. It's unbelievable. So this is prompt 1, mine for my brand as the Tennessee Life. You'll act as a marketing specialist. You can train ChatGPT. You can create multiple personas to be multiple roles within your business. He has HR personas. He has marketing, admin, legal, like literally every department of any company. He's created a persona for each of his companies. It's insane because the context and the prompt engineering that goes behind each one, there's different products, there's different goals, there's a different philosophy for each department within your company. So if you need a lead magnet written, you're a marketer, but that's not an HR thing. So if you need to write an email to a disgruntled employee, you can have ChatGPT do that, but you need it to know that you're an HR specialist, and you need to come from the place. In real estate, I can respond to angry customers and say, "Hey, this is my thoughts. It's this email I wrote is kind of angry sounding. Please make it sound more professional." Like that sort of tone. It's not necessarily a marketing angle, so it's an HR specialist. So he has created a persona in each of his businesses for an HR person so that he can outsource all that work. So this is prompt number 1 for my Tennessee Life brand, which is not my real estate business necessarily, but anyway, not getting into that. You will act as a marketing specialist in our business, and you specialize in lead magnets, sales, copywriting, and social media posts. Your personality type is educational, authoritative, adventurous, fun, and helpful. I can change these to whatever I want. I could put as many as I want. I could tell it to do as many functions of marketing as I want, but this is specifically what I need. I need it to write copy, social media posts. I probably will put like video scripts in there eventually. And I'm just telling ChatGPT what I want it to be to represent me as a marketing specialist for the Tennessee Life specific. I've got other brands I'm working with. I'm a realtor, that's different. I'm working with a contractor on some other projects. I've got the chamber stuff. We do health coaching, that's completely different. I've got ministry opportunities, that's totally different. So I'm putting these prompts in and creating personas for every one of my different projects and different roles within each of those businesses. So it's insanely intuitive and strategic. So I'm going to scroll down all the way to the bottom and show you. There are 6 pages worth of prompts that you fill in, and I'm not going to show you these. Again, this is a paid product. If you're interested, I can get you access to it, and it is worth every single penny. I guarantee you. This group, again, of this 210 ridiculously smart people, including Jeff, and I'm in there too. And he's partnered with another woman who's a woman. She makes her sound like she's old or something, but he's networked with some of the top dogs in the industry, and I'm going to show you the 300 level is an app that you can pay, and it's a different paid thing, but Julia McCoy is absolutely brilliant, and he's partnered with her. She's in this group somewhere, and she's a straight fire with AI stuff, and coming from the position of she actually went on stage and told people how AI is not going to work in this world. So she's a total convert, and she's on fire talking about content at scale. You can see it right here. I'll talk about it in a second. But anyway, if you go through my doc, if you get in part of this AI persona group, you get part of the Facebook group with all those brilliant people, and you get this prompt strategy guide, I guess. So you have 16 prompts here, and they're all very meaty, right? I can't show you them, but it's really asking you to think about the philosophy, the mindset, the offering, your products, all that stuff, and telling it so that you can prompt ChatGPT properly to know that you're a marketing specialist for the Tennessee life and nothing else. That's all you do. So then when I say, hey, I need a lead magnet for lakes in Tennessee, it knows exactly what I'm asking for, and it's insane, the output. So it just takes the output, the quality of the output, and it just elevates it times 10. At least it's crazy what this prompt engineering does, and that's the AI persona method. So that's Jeff J. Hunter, that's this group, that's this document. I can't show you all of them. If you want to buy them, then you can. Not from me, from Jeff. Well worth it. I would highly encourage it. 300 level. So as if this wasn't good enough, I was introduced to Julia McCoy, who's part of this group. Jeff had her on for a webinar, a Zoom call, and I was absolutely blown away. She is, VP of marketing, or I don't know what she does at the company. She's kind of running the sales marketing engine of this company. And what is this? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. Oh shoot, it's gonna reset. Let me show all my secrets. Okay, I put back the curtain, and you can't see behind my curtain, so I just want to show you that moving from the real estate agent persona that I was building, and I showed you what I was doing with the Google profile posts with no context. I did not build a persona for the real estate agent side yet. This is my Tennessee Life marketing persona. So you will act as a marketing specialist in our business, and you specialize in lead magnet sales. This is what I just read from the workshop, from the document. It says, great to hear. As a marketing specialist of the personality type, this educational, blah, 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 everything I said, I believe that I can help your business achieve its marketing goals by creating compelling lead magnets, blah, blah, and just blah, 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 blah. And then there's more prompts down there, and I prompted it all, and to the point where I was just going to show you, I skipped past the prompts, but I was just going to show you it's writing emails. I'm having it write a 10-page guide to living in Tennessee. It gives me the sections. It gives me the emails of the introduction sequence, the framework of the email, and then I said write email one based on the framework you gave me, and it wrote email one. So I tweak this a little bit, but for the most part, it really has the tone that I asked it to have. So because I went through the AI persona method with Tennessee Life as a marketing specialist, it creates this incredible email copy, web page copy. I've got top 10 things to do, and blah. I ask it all kinds of stuff, and it gives me really good ideas. It's content generation. Now I'm using idea generation. There's idea generation where I say, hey, tell me 5 lead magnets I can write for my brand, or I could take one of those and say, hey, write me the lead magnet for this one idea you gave me. So it can help you to generate ideas or the content itself. So some people are concerned, like, if I have it write all the content, want to be depersonalized? No, because you told it exactly who you are. So it literally writes almost better about yourself, like from your point of view than you could. And so you can generate ideas with AI, or you can generate content. You could do both, but if you're afraid of it depersonalizing you, just use it to create ideas. Say, hey, give me a top 10 list of waterfalls, best waterfalls that you'd want to visit in Tennessee, and it'll give me those. And then I could write about each one of those myself. I could do the research and do all that if you are concerned about it depersonalizing. So you still can use it to generate the ideas that you might not have thought about, what are the top 10 best trending, what are people interested in that are visiting Tennessee? And it'll have like 10 things, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even know they were interested in air balloons, so it just knows things that you don't. So you can use it to generate ideas, or you can use it to generate content, and I'm using it for both. So without further ado, 300 level stuff, content at scale. This is the app that I use to create 2,500 word blog posts. You can choose how long you want it to be, but when you log into content at scale, it basically has behind it, in the engine of content at scale, is ChatGPT and several other I think it's called language learning models or LLMs or something like that. AI is based on some language. I think it's LLM. I think that's right. But it has ChatGPT and others, because if you've noticed, sometimes ChatGPT during the day will go down. There's a server overload because everyone's using it. That's why they did the paid level, just to kind of filter some people off of those servers. But still, ChatGPT on its own is not the greatest thing in the world, because this, in my estimation, there's other tools that are like this, but this basically takes ChatGPT and adds more AI scripting languages and ties them all together. And so you can create a project. So I have 2 different businesses in here. So Tennessee Life is the main project I'm using this for right now. They sell 8 post credits. You can write as big of a blog post as you want. It creates blog posts, SEO optimized, and I'll show you how strong it is with its SEO optimization. But SEO optimized, plagiarism free, readable. They have all these paid plugins that most people use. You know them well. I'm not going to say them, but most people that are in the SEO game, in the content game, in the blog game are using 3 or 4 or 10 paid plugins in WordPress or whatever platform you're using, and they integrated most of them in here so that the output is 2,700 words of the best weather in Tennessee, and it's optimized for SEO, plagiarism free, readable, based on a readability app plugin, and it's just absolutely insane. So if you were to go to add content, the input is you can take a keyword. You can do your own keyword research and put in a keyword. I have a team that creates keyword research for me, so I use that. You can take a YouTube video that you love. If you want to write a blog post based on the content of a YouTube video, whether it's yours or somebody else's, you can put in a YouTube link. You can take an audio file. You can take a podcast episode. You can Google. So if I wanted to write a blog post about best, what am I interested in? Venues, music venues in Tennessee. So I'm taking the keyword. I could do as a keyword, best music venues in Tennessee. I haven't done the research on it to see if that's a good keyword or not, like if it's viable to get that keyword ranking or not. But what I would do is go and presumably TennesseeVacation.com with the first result that's not a paid ad. This is presumably the best article SEO-wise on top music venues in Tennessee, right? So I can take this URL. I would gaze through here and just kind of see. It's really short for each one of these, but because it has the names of the venues, it might, if you ask it to go. So if you can take this URL and just basically rip it off entirely, hit next, and just put this in here, and it'll create a blog post based on that, and it will do it based on how many words you tell it. It's just insane. You can use YouTube videos, blog posts, keyword research, a podcast, an audio file, or now there's actually the 6th option is Word docs or PDFs, I believe it was. I didn't even read it. Screen needs a load. There we go. Going back in, create content or post or whatever the heck it was called, add content. This is insanely powerful. I chose 2,500 words. You can choose less or more. Obviously, it knows if you ask for 3,000 words or more and it starts getting watered down, and won't give it to you. I think I actually asked for 3,000 more plus on this one, and it didn't give it to me just because it didn't want to get watered down. It wanted the readability and the quality of the content to be good, so it just didn't give me that many words. Add content. Doc to post. So if you have a Google Doc or a Word doc or a PDF or something, you can use that as well. So that's the input. You put it in here, and you basically ask it to write you a SEO optimized, plagiarism free, readable, non-AI obvious. So I'll go back into this is going to be the last thing I'm going to show you. And then I'll explain some context of why I'm absolutely sold on this idea and why I would encourage you to use this as well. It's absolutely a no-brainer content-wise. If you are building a brand and if you are using content as a strategy, it's absolutely vital that you use this tool. what was I going to do? I was going to show you the editing portion. So actually, before I get into a post specifically, the Tennessee Life, they had a feature rollout with Content at Scale recently. If I click on the project settings, you can train your project, the Tennessee Life, with prompts. Isn't that great? The AI persona stuff, I took all my persona stuff, or I could, and I bring it over here into AI training, and you basically give it, you go and find find a website that you want to model and find 3 sites with their introductions. You paste the introduction from other people's sites into here that you want to model, and give it some context. Create short to the point sentences that drive action in the top sections of the blog content. Sections of content, you would just rip a paragraph or 2 or 3 from each of the blog posts that you want to model. I found some really good Tennessee and tourism sites, and other people, there's a Dallas, Texas brand that's really good. So I took some of their content and I put it in here as context. That is basically what I want to do. Write informative, useful, and resourceful sentences that convey a depth of knowledge about relocating to Tennessee, because that's my brand. That's what I want it to do. That's prompt engineering. I'm telling Content at Scale what sort of lens to write through, source facts about the life in Tennessee, and provide the best resource available on the internet. So I'm prompt engineering within a platform that writes posts for me based on however many words I want to tell it. And then if you wanted to edit a post, I will go into the horses one because I have not optimized that yet. And I'll show you how simple it is to optimize it. So it has a 59 score out of 100, and I try to get it to 80 if at all possible. It turns green and makes me feel good when it goes to 80. So you can see here that it's got all this stuff. I didn't write a word of this. It's really good. I can modify it. This is a WYSIWYG editor. You can edit it. You can add photos. You can see here that I have no media. That's one of the big reasons that my score is so low. I have to add media. It says I have too many words, so I might start making smaller posts. It has too many links. The checklist over here, it will tell you exactly SEO-wise. You need a category. I didn't select any categories, so when I select a category or 2, it'll check it off. First paragraph includes primary keywords, missing that, and it needs to be twice in the first 4 paragraphs. So if I go back to the primary keyword, which is best place to live in Tennessee with horses, and I did the category, so I need to inject the keyword best places to live in Tennessee with horses. East Tennessee is a haven for horse enthusiasts. One primary. I know for a fact that they don't want more than 3 sentences in any paragraph, so that was one of these. So that's checked off. So I can't put another sentence in this one, but I might want to just write a new paragraph at the top here. I can just modify. Are you looking for the best places to live in Tennessee with horses? Question mark. This is definitely not the best writing style. I hate writing in SEO, but I'm just showing you an example of what happens when you inject keywords. This is not a title. This is a... Get out of here. Oh, there we go. It needs to be paragraph. So you can see that the radar, the thingy, so this is normal, right? So the score already went up to 61, 66, right? So if I put this twice, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. So if you put it twice within the first, so this primary, that check mark went, primary keyword twice in the first 4 paragraphs. So I'll just, again, this is terrible SEO. I would never do this, but you're just stuffing keywords basically. So that's that. And that one paragraphs. Oh, I added a 4th sentence, so that's not good. If you are looking for the best place to live, and you're in the right place. Okay, so that worked. Table of contents in place. So there's no table of contents, but you can, with the click of a button, add a table of content. This is so stupid. It's insane how easy this is. Insert table of contents. Hit this button and watch this happen. Watch this. There you go. Table of contents. Check the box. Go back to optimization. Boom, 70. And if I add the media, which would take a minute, my checklist is 16 out of 17, even though I haven't missed anything. But once I add media, I'm pretty sure it'll go to 80, and then you can adjust the keywords. It says that East Tennessee is used 11 times, and it's supposed to be 1 to 2. These are semantically related words that I had happened to put into my keyword research. 15 times, it's supposed to only be used 10. So if I lower the equestrian communities down to 10, this will turn green, the score will go up. So I can fix all of these keyword entities and add media, and it'll probably be 80 to 100. So I can save it, and it's stinking. If you go to research, you can do the AI detector. So it's going to detect that it's not like super robotic looking. So for Google to rank it properly, so 95% AI approved, predictability is over 90, probability and pattern. This is based on some plugin that they offer through this thing. Plagiarism, you can request a plagiarism scan. This is all free, part of the 1 credit that you pay. All right, so my recording before got cut off. I'm just going to finish this off here. I was talking about all the different checks and plugins and all this kind of stuff. So Content and Scale, absolutely ridiculously powerful program. It writes blog posts as long as you want it, SEO optimized, readable, AI friendly, plagiarism friendly, etc., etc. And I was just going to say that the cost of this platform is, so AI persona method community and the course that got me this script, all the prompting sheets, is $300 one time. $300 gets you access to this paid group, and you get the prompting sheet where you can build your prompts in ChatGPT. Content and Scale is $250 a month to start, and up from there depending on how many credits you want. So you get 8 credits for $250, and I just want to show you the math on that, and I want to compare it to something else that you might do. So $250 divided by 8 credits, $31.25. So very, 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 very affordable for a 25, however many word SEO optimized, blah, 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 optimize blog post integrated with your WordPress, puts it right on there. And it's absolutely insane. Table of contents, it's just crazy how amazing it is. You've got these key takeaways too. Did I not? Yeah. So I've got Twitter injected in here, and there's key takeaways in my other post that I apparently didn't include in this one, but the key takeaways section is really cool. This platform is amazing. $31.25 per post, right? So if you were to hire a copywriter, well, if you were to take the time to do it yourself, let's just say that, it would probably take you, I'd say 10 hours. I mean, if you imagine that your time is worth even $50 an hour, I mean, $31.25, $50 times 10 hours. Let's just say that you're only worth $50 an hour, which you're worth more if you're watching this. 10 hours, if you can get it done in 10 hours and do it as well as AI can, you're talking $500 instead of $31.25. But let's see if you went and hired someone on Fiverr. I looked for copywriting and seller details, top rated English, United States, the cream of the crop people, right? And it's by relevance. So I picked this guy, 5-star review, 496 of them. Actually, I started with this guy. 1,000 plus 5-star reviews starting from $35, which $35 in the same token as $250 divided by 8. $31.25. This guy's $35. Let's see what he gives you for $35. $35 gets you 50 words. 50 words. Let's pretend that we wanted 2,500 words. What would that cost us from this fine-looking gentleman who I'm sure is lovely? I'm sure he's a very good copywriter and a very nice man, and might even buy you a drink. $1,160. Actually, if we go to premium, your personal salesman. 3 hours of copy that converts so well, you'd swear a personal salesman was following your customer. Let's see if you wrote 2,500 words of copy. $875. So that is greater than $31.25. Is greater than your $500 if you wrote it yourself. But just so you don't think I'm lying and picking these guys, I'll take this next guy, 5 stars, 496 of them, and just show you that these guys are more expensive than you with your time. This guy I did, it was the third one on the list. The third most relevant, that's this one, $600. So that's a steal, right? So David Piper Vo, he could do it for $600, a little bit more expensive than your time is worth. This other guy, who's the second most relevant recommended on Fiverr, which is where most people do most of their outsourcing. He doesn't even do that many words, so you can't. 150 words for $180. Let's just say that's times 10. That would be times like 15. It'd be a lot of money. It'd be a lot of money. 180 for 150 words is way more than $31. But the good news is when you use the link that I provide, you get a 20% bump because I'm referring you, because I'm a friend and I'm referring you. So you get a 20% bump, which is 2 more posts. So instead of 8 posts, you get 10. 250 divided by 10 every month is 25. And you can scale up from there. You can get more credits, and it gets less per credit every time you do. You get a 20% bump on whatever package you go in at. So $25 and less for a 2,500 word blog post that's optimized up to yin yang, and you don't have to deal with. This guy's probably really nice, I imagine. I bet this guy's super nice. This guy looks friendly, but they're still humans. You still have to deal with humans versus telling Content at Scale to do it for you, and you can buy those credits in Content at Scale. So very, very, very affordable. If you have a company, a brand that has any interest in content strategy, and you're going to be doing organic traffic, or you can monetize. You can do blog posts and amplify them with paid ads. So either organic or paid ads with blog posts, or you can use this to create social media posts, etc., etc. Whew, $25 a post. I'd say that's affordable. So I can get you a link. It'll be thetennesseelife.com/a/CAS for Content at Scale. So thetennesseelife.com/a/CAS. That's my tracking link. It'll send you to a page where you can request an invite to the platform, and it will get you 20% bump. Otherwise, you only get 8 credits. So if you don't use my link and you sign up for it, you will be missing 2 credits per month at least. It's 20% of whatever you buy. So thetennesseelife.com/a/CAS, and I will have a link for the persona method as well. So if you're interested in a $25 mega fatty, boom batty, awesome, amazing blog post, definitely sign up for Content at Scale. Get invested into the AI Persona Builders group, and it'd be well worth it. So just figure, how if you sold 1 or 2 or a couple of your things that you're selling, whatever you sell. If I sell 1 house, it's paying for the cost of this 10 times over. So it's awesome. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Just wanted to share all that. And best of luck to you.